Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Come on, set! Black open. Field, black.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
24 yards the game there, another first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season, and congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, but we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Falcons! Well, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
5 men of the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And they'll begin by running the option. Into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Allen, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you want.
He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll take over after that pretty clutch force fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 11.
Alert, alert, alert! Middle.
Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing now is Allen. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Red, cycle. Pause, red.
Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And now here's a carry heading left. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shot here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one. And you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprise.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
On the set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3. Strike, jackrabbit, jackrabbit.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Okay,
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Red, yellow, ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
White, blue, yellow.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and going deep for Hill.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give. This is Wilson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
52. Ready?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go. Smash, red. Cross, 10. Black Ultra. Steel, black. Black shot.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Green Jack. Eagle Blue. Ready?
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Allen now looks to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Strike. Check strike. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 149 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Yellow, line. Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now Allen throwing on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
Fight, 97. Red, yellow. Fight, white. Blue, yellow. Smash, red.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black ultra. Steel, black. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Down. Black shot. Fly through.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Green down. Yellow, blue. Yellow, go. Set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And